Good morning, dear students. Once again, we are here to study the further chapter. In my previous lecture, I had explained you chapter number 5. Okay, what was chapter number 5? Forms of verbs. Okay, first form, second form, third form of the verbs, or either we can say present form or base form, then past form and past participle form of the verb. I hope that you have learned as much as possible, as many as possible the verbs you have learned. Okay, like in your maths, you learn the tables up to 20. It is compulsory for you students to learn up to 20 tables up to 20 at least. So like that, same in English, if you want to take a command on English language, that in this learning process you must learn these tables of the verbs forms. Okay, regular verbs, irregular verbs. Regular verbs, the forms of the regular verbs, they are and with ed, and the second and third forms are same, just like talk, talked, talked, ed. So that I have taught you, these are called regular verb, and except these verbs forms, the other forms of the verbs, they are called irregular verbs, where you can find the first and the third form of the verbs are same but second form is different, or all the three verbs have same verb form, present, past and past participle same, just like sat, 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 bat, 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 like this. But there are some other irregular verbs, those are having all the three forms different. So there are 4 types of the forms of verb that we have learned in our previous lecture number 55. Now we are proceeding towards lecture number 56. In this lecture, we are going to study chapter number 4. Okay, I had already taken chapter number 5 first. Now we are moving to chapter number 4, which is based on tenses. Now, why we had done this? Why we have learned chapter number 5 first? Because these forms of the verbs we are going to use that forms in tenses. Okay, that's why it is compulsory to learn the forms of the verb first. Then you will be able to understand what I am saying here in the tenses. Now students, before we start, tell me what is the meaning of tense? T-E-N-S-E, tense. What does it mean, this word? The literal word meaning of this word tense is time. Okay, what is the meaning? Time. Tense means time, and time can be divided into 3 parts. Past, first past time, then comes present time, and then what will happen in future is called future time. Okay, in any language, which things occur first? The past things. Then comes what is present, what we are doing present, and after present what will come? Future. So in any language, whether it is Hindi, Sanskrit, English, any language, there are the time can be divided into 3 dimensions: past, present, and then future. Time moves like this, from left to right. First past happens, then present happens, then future will come. So like this, the time flows like this, from past to future. Okay, now whenever we say anything, speak anything or write anything, we have to describe that for which time we are saying something. Suppose I am giving a statement that I was a teacher. Now was is a word which shows that I am saying something or I am stating something about some past. Tha, I was a teacher, मैं तो teacher था. It shows past time. Okay, past time any incident. Now, if I say I am a teacher, am is the helping verb which shows the time, tense, that I am telling anything about present time. I am a teacher. That is a statement of present. Okay. If I say I was a teacher, it means I am saying something about past. But if I am saying I am a teacher, means I am saying something about present. And if I say the same statement for future, I will be a teacher. I will be a teacher. Will be. This helping verb shows that I will become in future. I am not a teacher right now. I will become a teacher in near future. So these are the sentences or how we form the sentences in English. If we want to say something about past, if we want to say something about future. So like that we need to learn these tense so that we say something correctly. Okay, if you want to tell you something for future, so I should know that which helping verb should be used here. So now we start. Tense. Tense means time. Time can be divided into three parts: past time, present time, future time, or past tense, present tense, future tense. Okay. Now let's read. Come to page number 21. Open page number 21 in your fancy book for semester 2. Read these following sentences. Okay, first sentence. A, B and C. Three columns are there. A column, B column and C column. So first C. He drinks tea. He drinks tea. वह चाय पीता है. This is present form of the verb drinks. Present form. Okay. Drink, drank, drunk. We had already learned three forms of the verb. Present form, past form and past participle form. If you remember, drink, drank, drunk. Drink, drank, drunk. So here we have used drink, but along with drink, S is also there. Drinks. So, okay, it is also first form, base form. Drinks. He drinks a tea. Here we used present simple form of the verb. Second, he drank a tea. Past, second form of the verb. Let me show you. Drink or drinks, both. Okay. This is first form or present form. Then second form and then third form. First form, second form drank and third form drunk. Okay. First form, second form, third form, like that. He drinks tea. वह चाय पीता है. He drank tea. उसने चाय पी थी. And he will, again, he will drink tea. Future tense. Present, past, then future. Okay, this is not future. This is past participle. We are using only first and second form. He drinks tea, first form. He drank tea, second form, and he will drink tea. Will plus verb's first form, that is used in future tense. He will drink tea with पिएगा. वह चाय पिएगा. Okay, so only first and second form are used. Third form is not used here. It is used in perfect tense, that we will learn. Okay. Played, played, played. Okay, ed. Second and third form are same. Means it is a regular verb. And it doesn't follow, drink doesn't follow the way which is written play. So drink, drank, drunk, all three forms are different. It is irregular verb, and this is ends with ed, second and third forms are same. That's why it is regular verb. Now we see they play cricket. They play cricket. वे क्रिकेट खेलते हैं. They played cricket. उन्होंने क्रिकेट खेला था. They will play cricket. वे क्रिकेट खेलेंगे फ्यूचर में. Okay. And with he, she, it, name, this singular subject, with singular subject he, she, it, name, we add as or es with this base form of the verbs. Okay. But if the subject is plural, I, you, we and they, if the subjects are plural, with the plural subjects, we don't add s or es. Along with they only play, but along with he plays. Okay. If subject is singular, verb will be plural, and if the subject is plural, verb will be singular. Okay. Singular means play and plural verb means plays. Singular verb is drink, plural verb is drinks. So with singular subject we use plural verb, and with plural subject we use singular verb. That agreement of the verb with subject that we had learnt in chapter number 3. Okay, agreement of the verb with subject. So that is same trick. Now, if we see in group A, the verb drinks, play, the verb drinks and play tell us that the action is happening in the present time. So it is called present tense. Such verbs are said to be in the present tense. So these, in column number A, these verbs are in present tense. Now in group B, the verbs drank and played tell us that the action has already taken place in the past time. It shows past time. Such verbs are said to be in the past tense. Okay. Such verbs are said to be in the past tense verb. Group C. These verbs, the verbs will drink and will play tell us that the action will happen in the future time. Such verbs are said to be in the future tense. Okay, future tense. Always remember, there are three tenses: the present tense, past tense and future tense. Verbs have different forms. The simple tense. Now we are coming towards some different type of tenses. Tenses can further be divided. Just like simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense, like this. Tenses can further be divided first to simple tense, second continuous tense, third perfect tense, and I think fourth tense is not in your syllabus. We need to study only three tense, three types: simple tense, continuous tense and perfect tense. The fourth one is the combination of these two, continue and perfect, both if they are combined, so it becomes perfect continuous tense. Fourth is perfect continuous tense. But here in this we are not going to study this fourth tense, perfect continuous tense. We are not going to study. In your book, only 3 tenses are given here for your knowledge. In your further classes means in your 6th class, you will definitely study the 4th tense also. But up to 5th class, you need to learn at least these 3 tenses. So what are these 3 tenses? What are their properties? What does they say? What does how to make the sentences in these tenses? Now we are going to learn this. Okay. So what is written here? The simple tense. Read the following sentences. He writes a letter. If you see in the picture, he writes a letter. Recall that agreement of the verb. If the in present tense, present simple tense, if subject is he, she, it or name, means singular subject, he, then the verb write is in plural, means s is added there. He writes a letter. वह एक लेटर लिखता है, पत्र लिखता है. Okay. He wrote a letter. Wrote is the past form of the verb write. Write, wrote, written. Third form is written. Write, wrote, written. This is irregular verb. Okay. He wrote a letter. उसने letter लिखा था. Past form. He wrote a letter. He will write a letter. Will plus verbs base form, first form, present form. Will plus base form. He will write a letter. वह एक letter लिखेगा. Okay. In these 3 sentences, these all 3 belongs to which tense? Simple tense. Present simple tense, past simple tense and future simple tense. These simple things which goes on daily basis. These are called simple sentences and these are called simple tense. In the first sentence, the verb writes. Turn on the page, okay? Turn down the page, page number 22, first line. In the first sentence, the verb writes shows that an action happens in the present time. वह पत्र लिखता है means ये present की बात है. It shows present time. Such a verb is said to be in the present simple tense. Now you can see that these all types of the tenses can further be classified into three tenses. Okay, this is present simple tense, then past simple tense, then future simple tense. Okay, simple tense can be of 3 types: present simple tense, past simple tense and future simple tense. What is the property? In first present simple tense, first form of the verb, okay, is used. If you see the example, okay, he writes a letter. Write is the first form. Okay, first form of the verb, I denote first form of the verb like this. Okay, this is the first form of the verb. Past simple tense, if you notice in the example, write, wrote, written. Write, this is the first form, then wrote, this is the second form, and written, that is the third form. First, second, and third. We need first and second right now. But it is compulsory for you all to remember or learn these all forms of the verb which is given in your tables. Otherwise, you will not be able to solve this. Write, wrote, and third is written. So, what I said, in present simple tense we use verbs first form. Okay. Then in past simple tense we use verbs second form, and in future simple tense How you will identify? Will plus verbs first form. Verbs first form is also used here in the present simple tense, but in future simple tense, verbs first form will be used along with will. Will always denotes future. Okay, will and shall. These two helping verbs, they always denotes future. They are used to denote futures. So, if you again revise these examples, first sentence says that he writes a letter. He writes a letter, right? But the plural form of the verb writes, because subject is singular. He writes a letter. It shows that this is a present simple tense. He wrote. This is the second form of the verb wrote. He wrote a letter. Usne letter likha tha. That shows past form of the verb. So how will you identify? You can identify by seeing the second form of the verb or past form of the verb wrote. It means that incident took place in past time. So it is past, but which past? Past simple tense. Future simple tense you can easily identify by seeing will plus verbs first form. So like that you need to learn these formulas. Okay. Next. Okay, in first sentence the verb write shows that an action happens in the present time. Such a verb is said to be in the present simple tense. So in this sentence the writes verb is said to be in the present simple tense. Then in the second sentence the verb wrote shows that an action happened in the past time. Such verb is said to be in the past simple tense. Then next, in the third sentence, the verb will write. Will plus verbs first form write shows that an action will happen in the future time. Such a verb is said to be in the future simple tense. So like that you need to identify. How you would identify verbs first form, verbs second form, will plus verbs first form. This is the formula to identify the tense form of the verb, or verbs follows indicates which tense, how to identify the tense, type of the tense. Now let's learn about the continuous tense. This is all about simple tense. Now let's read about continuous tense. Let me make some space. Continuous tense. Now again continuous tense can be further divided into present continuous, okay, present continuous tense, past continuous tense and future continuous tense. Again, because continuous can be again in three parts: present, past and future. So what is continuous tense? Let's see the example. Read the following sentences. Read the following sentences. We are playing football in the park. If you see in the picture, two boys means plural, more than one. Two boys are playing, so plural subject. We plural. Okay, there may be two, more than two. 5, 10 boys they may be playing. So we are playing in football in the park. We are playing, something going on continuously. They are running around. We were playing football in the park. We were playing, हम खेल रहे थे. And we shall be playing football in the park. Will and shall. Here I mentioned will, but sometimes shall also come. Sometimes it will come and sometimes shall can also come along with verbs first form. Where shall is used? Shall is always used with the first person of the subject. First person means I or we for first person. Second person, you. Third person, any other person for whom we are talking. First person is saying something to second person about any third person. He, she, it, name, they. These are third person. Second person, you. You are the second person, listener. And I or we, those who are saying something. Either I or we, these two are first person. So with first person, shall is used. Otherwise, always will is used in the future. Here we is the first person. So that's why shall is used. So in this sentence, if you study, the first sentence is the verb are playing shows that an action is continuing at the present time. Some action is going on in present time. Such verb is said to be in the present continuous tense. So how you will identify? You can identify this present continuous tense if you see is, am or are plus is, am, are plus verbs ing form. Verbs ing form. If you see, just like here, are playing. Playing is ing form of the verb play. Play plus ing, playing. So this is ing form. Wherever in any verb, in any action word, if you see ing, it means something is in continue position. Okay, running on. Some action is running on. Just like he is playing, I am playing, and they are playing, or we are playing. With plural subject we use are, with singular subject we use is, and with I we use am. Like that you can identify easily. Now, what is in past tense? What to denote with to past tense? Was or were plus again verbs ing form. This is verbs ing form. Okay, it looks like wing, but we means verb and ing means the form of the verb ing. So here we see we were playing football in the park. हम football park में खेल रहे थे. Something which is going on, which was going on continuously, but in the past time. So was and were are the helping verb plus main verbs ing. Was is used for singular subject, just like he was playing, she was playing, it was playing, Ram was playing. But with plural subjects, they were playing, we were playing. With I, we use I was playing. Okay, so like that. Now, how you will identify future continuous tense? How will you identify future continuous tense? We shall be playing. Here will plus first form, but here will plus be plus ing form. Will be or shall be plus verbs ing form. Means verbs ing form is compulsory in all continuous tenses, whether it is a present or past or future, but ing form is compulsory. Okay, in present tense there is ing form, in past tense it is ing form, in future tense it is ing form. But will be or shall be, here we used only will or shall, but here we will use will be and shall be. Then after will be or shall be, playing. Ing form of the verb. So for singular, second and third person we will use will be, and for first person means with I or with we will use shall be. Okay, so in this example we is first person, so that's why shall be is used here. We shall be, then ing form of the verb, playing. We shall be playing football in the park. Means हम फुटबॉल में पार्क में फुटबॉल खेल रहे होंगे. Okay, in future, not now. So any action can be expressed according to the time. Okay, if you want to say something which was happening in the past tense, so what you will use? You will use this tense. Okay, if it is continued. So like that, yes. In the first sentence, the verb are playing shows that the action is continuing at the present time. Such a verb is said to be in the present continuous tense. Okay, so playing or are playing, both this helping verb plus main verb, both they will be said to be in the present continuous tense. In the second sentence, the verb were playing shows that an action was continuing in the past time. That action was continuing but in the past time, not now. Okay, so that's why such a verb is said to be in the past continuous tense. So verb playing is in past continuous tense. In the third sentence, the verb shall be playing shows that an action will be continuing in the future time. Such a verb is said to be in future continuous tense. So this is the trick, or this is the hint how you will recognize that which verb belongs to which tense. Okay, this is a short hint for you. Now the third thing is perfect tense. First is simple tense, second is continuous tense. Now we are moving towards the perfect tense. So let me clean the board. Now the third thing is perfect tense. Okay. Further, this perfect tense can be of 3 dimensions: past, present or future. So present perfect tense, then past perfect tense, then future perfect tense. Okay. Now let's see. See the example. The train has arrived at the station. The train has arrived at the station. Second sentence, the train had arrived at the station. And the third thing, the train will have arrived at the station. Now what is the difference in meaning? What is the difference in the meaning of these 3 sentences? The train has arrived at the station tells us that ट्रेन स्टेशन पे आ गई है, आ चुकी है, ऑलरेडी आ गई है. सेकेंड सेंटेंस, द मीनिंग सेज दैट द ट्रेन हैड अराइव्ड. हैड मीन्स इट शोज पास्ट टेंस. सो ट्रेन स्टेशन पर आ चुकी थी या आ गई थी. समथिंग दैट हैपेंड ऑलरेडी. ओके, बट इन द पास्ट टाइम. द ट्रेन विल हैव arrived at the station. ट्रेन स्टेशन पर आ चुकी होगी. इन फ्यूचर आ चुकी होगी, आ गई होगी इन फ्यूचर. ओके, सो विल ऑलवेज शो फ्यूचर. विल एंड शेल. In any sentence, if you find will or shall, it means something is said for the future time, not for the past, not for the present. So that is very, very simple to identify future. Now, the helping verb which is used, that I have taught you already in the verbs chapter, okay, that the present form of verb, verb or sometimes helping verb, has or have. past or second form of the verb is had. Third form is also had. Has is used with singular subject. He has, she has, it has, Ram has. But have is used with the plural subject, but for the present time. Just like I have, you have, we have, they have, but it is used for present time. Had, has or have shows that चुका है, हो चुका है, हो गया है, but had shows that हो चुका था या हो गया था. Had, and the third form is same, had. It is irregular verb. Now, if we see these three sentences, the train has arrived. So I tell you the hints. How will you identify whether this sentence belongs to present time, past time or future time? So how you will identify? First thing, if it is a present, if the sentence belongs to present tense, either has or have will be used or must be used with the main verb. And main verbs always comes in third form or the past participle form of the verb. Just like write, wrote, written. So third form will always come in the perfect tense. Whether it is a present perfect, past perfect or future perfect. But one thing is common in all perfect tense, that verbs always come in third form, means past participle form. Now, this is to recognize the present tense, but how you will recognize the past perfect tense? So for past, you can see if the verb form of has is in past form, means had. If the helping verb is had and plus main verb will always come in third form. So had plus verb's third form means ho chuka tha. Something which had happened in the earlier, in the past. Now, very easy to recognize future perfect tense. Will or shall, either will or shall will come. Then plus have and plus verbs third form. This will be the structure. Then you can identify that this is a future perfect tense. Future में हो चुका होगा. Okay, so like that, once again, if we revise these sentences, the train has arrived. Has plus the third form of the verb arrive, arrived, arrived. This is regular verb. Arrived, arrived. Arrive. Second form is arrived. Third form is arrived. Okay, so this is a regular verb. And what we are using? The third form of the verb here along with has or have. Okay. The train has arrived at the station. The first sentence, in the first sentence, the verb has arrived shows that an action has been finished in the present time. In the present time. Train station पर आ चुकी है. Okay, this is the meaning of this sentence. In the second sentence, the verb had arrived. Had plus verb's third form. Had arrived shows that an action had been finished in the past time. Train station पर आ चुकी थी. That is the meaning. Third sentence, the verb will have arrived. Will have arrived. Third form of the verb. It shows that an action will have been finished in the future time. ट्रेन स्टेशन पर आ चुकी होगी, लेकिन अभी नहीं, कल 5 बजे आ चुकी होगी. आप देख लेना, कल 5 बजे ट्रेन आ चुकी होगी. Something for which we have determined. Okay, confirm that ये हो चुका होगा, कल देख लेना. That is how we show these sentences in future perfect time. Okay. Such verb is said to be in the future perfect tense. Now one more table is given here. If you want to, I will explain this table in the next video. Okay, in my next lecture, that what is the difference of the meaning of these sentences. The full sentence chart is given here. So we will differentiate the meaning, and we will try to understand what is shown in this table and what does these sentences mean. So I will teach you that in our next video. Till then, what I have said you already, that you should learn all the verb forms in chapter number 5. Otherwise, you will make mistakes. So many mistakes. So you should learn all these verb forms. Okay, first form, second form, third form, present form, past participle form. Because in exercise, we are going to face such type of questions. Okay, so try to learn this. Otherwise, you will be facing very many problems in this chapter tenses. Okay, so till then, goodbye, take care. We'll study this table in the next video. Okay, bye.